Hi everyone, my name is Megan Sohn, and today I'm going to be talking about the concept of neuroplasticity and how we can use it to cultivate more peace and resilience in our lives. So neuroplasticity is this idea that the brain is not stuck or fixed. Rather, it's something that can evolve and grow over time. And so one of the ways you can think about neuroplasticity is through the concept of neural networks. So what are neural networks? Well, neural networks is this idea that in our nervous system, there are these nerve cells called neurons that connect with each other through what's called synapses, and all these different nerve connections form an overarching neural network. Two of the ways we can change these neural networks is by strengthening our positive neural networks and integrating them with the more negative ones. And then another way is by creating new neural networks. So I'm going to give you a little example of what a neural network might look like. So maybe there's a neural network of I'm not good enough. And this happens when maybe as a kid you have some memory of your parent implying in some way that you're not good enough. Maybe they yelled at you after getting a bad grade, and it created this sense, this belief, I'm not good enough, that's tied to certain feelings. Maybe you feel shame, maybe you feel insecure, maybe certain physical sensations, you feel tightness in your chest, you feel heaviness, and then also certain ways of thinking. You get really critical of yourself. Later in life, this neural network grows as you experience other memories that activate that initial belief and strengthen it. So maybe you have a bad situation with a boss, or maybe you don't get into the college that you wanted. And these are some examples that can build this overarching neural network. So I mentioned one way that we can heal some of these negative neural networks is by strengthening our positive one and trying to integrate it with the negative. So how can we strengthen our positive neural network? Well, one option is by creating a positive neural network map. So this comes from EMDR, or eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. So what you're going to do is you just come up with a list of things that are really consistently positive. So that can be a place, it can be activities, it can be people that are consistently positive, it can be a thing, or it can be even ideas like justice or courage or compassion. So after you come up with your list, I want you to choose a couple of things that are really consistently positive, and I want you to think through, why does this thing make you feel so good? Or you can even think through a couple memories associated with that thing. Then I want you to really notice what positive emotions and sensations come up as you reflect on whatever thing you chose. And then you're going to practice it by, when hard situations come up, when difficult feelings come up, I want you to shift your attention to this positive thing. And in doing so, we're trying to integrate those neural networks together. And then finally, another option for how we can tap into and promote neuroplasticity is through the idea of creating possibilities. This comes from Dr. Kate Truitt, who's a psychologist based in California. And the whole idea of this is we're trying to create new feelings that we may not have felt in a while, or new beliefs through the use of what-if statements. So a what-if statement can be, what if I can feel calm? Or what if I'm good enough? And you're just going to ask yourself that question a couple times with curiosity, playing around with the different tones, emphasizing different words to really strengthen this new pathway. Thanks, everyone.